Whoa. Well, ass, gas, or grass, there's only 3 ways to get on this bus. Hey man, what's going on? Now, right now, you'll notice that there's a lot of stuff around. We are collectors of sorts. You know, if my kids were here, you'd see pack rat, you know, hoarder. Little voices would echo from the trees. But and my little niece, you know, she calls me Junkle Harry. But where else would you find a 1943 exercise bike?
And can you talk about your infused honey product that you're going to be launching?
Yeah, well, the honey we produce, you know, a couple of 100 pounds of honey here annually, and with that honey and our garlic production, we've made some nice honey garlic blends, roasted honey garlic, and our latest launches will be for the infused honey, which will be, you know, THC and CBD infused honey. Kind of have the, you know, tendency to follow the edibles market and the emerging, you know, there's recipes and learning the dosage and the different potencies.
What do you think is going to happen in Ontario with edibles? What is your gut feeling?
I'm not quite sure about the edible market. The edible market, I guess that gets into the food, you know, because it's food, there's a whole other avenue of maybe research that needs to be done. I think at the grassroots level, at our level, that's why I think it's important, or as important, to build a platform that we can share information. Well, the rumor has it that this bus was part of the Willie Nelson's tour fleet. The guys that, you know, brought this back up, or, you know, I don't think this was actually Willie's bus because I haven't found any seeds, or, you know, I didn't find any secret compartments or a stash. You know, there would have been at least a couple pounds in there. It came up from Austin, Texas, with a friend of mine that had an idea for turning it into a promotional vehicle, and, you know, restoring it, wrapping it, turning it into some interesting business model. It landed here because it needed a home in between. Plans changed for their marketing company, and the bus was abandoned.
What year is it?
The 1947 Silverside Greyhound. Apparently this bus was the first bus to have the motor in the back, and it was a push, you know, called a pusher. So this was one of the first pusher buses, and looking in some of the research, I mean, these buses, you know, traveled Route 66 and all the little back roads and, you know, highways from New York City to LA and back, millions of miles on these buses.
What's your vision for what you're going to do with this bus?
My idea is to build a Greyhound awning looking bus stop, you know, sort of from that Art Deco era. Have some interesting, you know, 50s style chairs, and just have it as a little look, so it looks like the bus is pulled up to a Greyhound bus stop, but it'll be a little Airbnb cabin.
What is Regrow?
It's basically a climate-controlled, humidity-controlled, and super illuminated grow zone that you can use at home safely and effectively to grow your own cannabis.
We see you have some signatures.
Oh yeah, no, we did have some. We had some celebrities visit us. We had Jodie Emery, the Princess of Pot, drop by, stop in, took a quick look in the grow zone from Regrow. And yeah, I think she's a, you know, supporter of the home grow model.
What's going to happen with home growing? Do you think people are going to get really into it, and it's going to be more of a hobby, social thing? Or
well, it's kind of like, I mean, it could be like, you know, the home brew your own wine, brew your own beer kind of thing. I think there definitely is a social, you know, potential platform. You know, in the past, you really don't know where it's coming from. If you've got an interest in growing cannabis, this is the way to do it at home. Can't get any more local than, you know, it's kind of like the know your farmer, know your grower.